The ESRB has rated Planet Zoo E10 Plus for crude humor, mild blood, and mild violence. It has been approved for everyone aged 10 and over. Hey there, folks. How you doing? This is Jack. Welcome back to the zoo. In this episode, what I'm going to be doing is adding a habitat for the African sand cat, which I'm placing right here in this, after figuring out where I want the walls to go. So I'm going to get started on that. I also need to add some beams to the bat house. But since I've got this in mind, I'm going to do this first. Alrighty. Okay, here we go. I'm thinking I'm going to make this a 3x3 box. And let me see. I do believe this was also a 3x3 box, or at least it was a close approximation to it. So, let's add to the confusion. We're going to make this space even bigger, and in fact it's going to be more space than what the actual sand cats need to be in good shape. But it's okay, it's still going to look cool. Alright. Facilities having significant negative. Okay, which facility? This facility. Are you kidding me? This facility's been here for like the entire freaking game, and now it's causing bad things. Well, you know what? I'm just going to ignore it. Heck with it. Where was I? I'm over here. Okay. That right there is... Dang it. Anyway, I forgot. Camels are so noisy. And they're noisy in a way that sounds ridiculous, because it's like, blah, blah, blah. It sounds like they're about to puke on somebody. Okay, here we go. This is it. I'm going to have to move those inward. Like so. Okay, that is the rough border of where I want it to be. So, Yusra is about to inbreed. No, Yusra is not. There we go. Okay, I'm going to pause the game now so I can actually get something done. Here we go. There we go. Okay. All right, let's see. Grade 2 climb proof. Okay. Oh, that would be such a good idea. Hold on a second. I just had a great idea. This is going to work. How are they for when it comes to shyness? Okay, says it doesn't have a, they don't have a problem, but I'm going to do this way anyway, just because I think it would be better. Two by two, 1 by. No, I want I know what I want. What I want is the basic panel. 4 by 4. Too many bars. Way too many bars. There. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then let's drop it just a little bit. So that's actually in the ground just a little. Yeah, like that. And do I have it? Yeah, I've got it in the middle of this block, so halfway, right there. And then let's bring another one over. Yes. Just like that. Alrighty. And we'll put a keeper set in here. We'll put it back here. All right, now. There we go. Okay, what I'm going to do, what I'm trying to do here is, of course, build an enclosed keeper set inside the building. Oh, for crying out loud. Oh, look, if I do the pieces individually, it'll work just fine. But if I try to do them all at once, it doesn't work at all. Quelle surprise. No. There we go. Come on. Much better, much better. Okay, folks, I'm going on a quick break. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Thank you very much for your patience. I do apologize, but you know, it's not something I can help. So I try to make them as short as possible when I have to go. But you know, I'm an old man, and old men, it's a problem. So I like this. I like this a lot. All right. Let's... All right. My worst Matthew McConaughey impression. Maybe not that one. How about that? That looks better, but still not quite. Yeah, that's going to be great. That is just going to be freaking great. Okay. Excuse me. Did not mean to cough in your ear. I've actually been coughing less lately. It's been pretty sweet. Okay, let's get some fences arranged. All right. 4, 5, 6. But yeah, I'm giving them much more room than they need. I'm going to be adding a mated pair of sandcats to the habitat, and a mated pair of sandcats needs 245 square meters. I'm giving them something like 1,000 square meters. Six. When you're working with the angle snap and you want a right angle, 6 is the number of snaps you want to make to get that right angle. Okay, I want some rocks here. And I think I'm using the wrong fence piece for this, so hold on. Let's go all the way back to this, because yeah, I am using the wrong fence piece. This is a visibility fence that you'd use for people to look through, as opposed to this fence, which is a solid back wall construction fence. Okay. No, I just want the banana plant. Okay. Then we're going to replace the fences with a couple of rock walls. What was the height on those again? At least 9 feet. That might be a problem, but I know how to handle it. Okay. Okay. I think we got everything about worked out, don't you? So we don't need the spacers anymore. Of course, we can use some borders. There's the null barrier. Here we're going to get the barriers in. And of course, once the barriers go in, we can bring in the cats. African sand cats are one of the most surprising predators in the entire animal world because they look like your house cat. And they convince you, oh yeah, they're pretty and they're cute and they're harmless, but they're bloodthirsty predators. Of course, so is your house cat, but, you know, people tend to forget that. Okay, I think we've got all the barriers done. Now all I need is a door. All right, if that's the way you want to play it, that's the way we'll play it. I'm cool with that. You know what? We'll even do that. We'll even, let it be that way instead of overcomplicating. Wonder why it's doing that. Okay, that way the guests have this viewing area right here. Sand cat. And cats. Mechanic inspection every 3 months. Vet inspection every 3 months. All right. Without power. Oh, is it this one? Yes, it is. Okay, I'll fix that in a second. Every month. Every month, every month. There we go. Okay, and the cats are coming, definitely. Okay, there's 8, so let's pop this out just a little bit further. And the sand kitties, which as you can see look like okay, are they contained? Yes, except here. Okay, so and they can climb it, can they? Yes, they can. Okay, are they contained now? According to this, no, they're not. Okay, so okay, they are now contained everywhere. Right, so let's get the habitat going for them. Hard shelter and terrain. But look at this, 838 out of 264. So yeah, okay. Too much short grass, too much long grass, not enough rock, not enough sand, not enough soil. All right. They're going to be majority sand, so let's put in a lot of sand. How about that? Still too much long grass. Where do I have long grass? Oh, like in the margins. Wow. Okay, I don't know where this last smidge of sand is located. I've got really no idea. Let's put together the habitat. Species. Sand cat. Blueprints off. Okay. They get a large food tray. We're going to put it right here. We're not going to put it right here. We're going to put it back here. And a desert water pipe. Okay, that's food and water taken care of. Ah, they get a burrow. How about that? That gives them a sleeping place. I'm also going to take one of these just to give them a little shade, you know. Now comes the toys. Bamboo feeder. Put it right there. A skittle feeder. Put it over here. I'm not going to put either of these down because, frankly, I know that in the wild they're somehow capable of it, but I can't see Mr. Whiskers here killing a zebra. But apparently they can. I mean, who knew, right? Okay, no scratching tree. We are going to have a bubble machine, and we are going to have a tennis ball. Let's see what they need to do. How much? They've got enough coverage. I can probably add a couple more plants. Okay, let's put a roof on the building. Okay. Because it is now 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm beginning to yawn, I'm going to pause this here and I will come back to it after I take a nap. I think the habitat looks pretty good. It's doing well. Yeah, I think this is looking good. And all we have to do is finish up on the details when I come back. So guys, All you're going to know is that I took a break. I'm actually going to lay down and catch probably 4 or 5 hours of sleep. Because, like I said, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm tired. Huh. I'll see you when I get back.
You could be a part of it. There's a revolution, you could be the start of it. Better get a move on while there's still a chance of it. If there's no improvement, this could be the last of it. Nature was a haven, now we need saving. No more conversation, time for cultivation. We all got a part to do to help the world pull through. But you gotta build a zoo. This is the law of the jungle, as old and as true as the sky. The forest protected shall prosper, the forest neglected shall die. You've an aptitude to change attitudes, cause we have to prove it. That planet to grab your shovel. There's work to do, the world's in trouble. You